Hi, everybody, and welcome to Shelby County. We're at Anna High School here, previewing the 2013 Rocket football team. I'm Chris Parks, joined by the defensive coordinator, Casey Needles, and also the senior quarterback of this team, Josh Robinson, also plays some cornerback as well, too. Coach, let's start first off with you. Brian Rioch, the head coach, out to help his daughter move into college, is the understanding, is what I got.
Yeah, he's probably never missed a practice in like 30 years. So
It's a
this
good
is a
reason,
first.
though, I think.
Yep. Has to be accountable to his wife and his daughter.
So he is off doing that today. We have the defensive coordinator, Coach Needles. So, Coach, let's start first off with you, and let's talk about that Anna Rocket defense. Some guys you have coming back from last season, and what the Rocket defense will look like coming up this season.
We'll look the same as we have in the past. We've just got more experience in the backfield. We've had to replace some linebackers, but right now we're just focused on improving each practice.
Trying to get better each practice, that's the big thing there. Some key guys that you have coming back last year that maybe lettered or really stood out for you in your defense.
We have the returning secondary back, which will be key. I think we had an issue last year trying to stop the pass. And our front four are pretty good. We have a defensive tackle right now who looks to be a pretty good one for us.
All right, very good there on the defensive side. As you can see in the background there, the water's going. Some of the juniors out there playing football on the game field, having a good time here. Practice, the hard part at least is over. They're going to do a little bit more weightlifting as the day goes on. Josh Robinson is the senior. He's a quarterback on this year's team. Let's talk about your development as a quarterback, Josh, and how you think you've gotten better throughout the summer here.
I've just been lifting and working that way, and just trying to work on my passing in 7-on-7 and work on timing with my receivers and things like that, and just get better every day with practice.
You guys have had some pretty good quarterbacks come through the system here the last couple years, the last maybe 5 or 6 years or so. Have you learned anything from those quarterbacks that have gone through?
Yeah, I was on the roster behind Jay my freshman and sophomore year, and he really taught me a lot with just watching him and making his reads and things like that.
Okay, kind of describe your style of quarterback. Do you think you're more of a pocket passer? Do you think you're more of a running quarterback? A little bit of both. What's your style of quarterback, do you think?
I think I'm more of a pocket passer, but I can run some, I think.
Okay. Do a little bit of that then. Very good. Coach, coming back this season, describe some of your numbers. How many kids are out altogether for the team this year, and are you satisfied, do you think, with the number of kids and the number of participants for this year's team?
Yeah, we've been blessed here at Anna. We've been lucky to have our numbers just continue to grow since I've been here in 01. I think we're right around 85 kids right now this year. We've got a full roster for freshmen, JV, and varsity. We're just lucky to have those numbers. It helps us in practice a lot.
And this is a program that started a little over 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And just to see the numbers grow like this, that's got to be something that you're proud of. I'm sure the coaches are, and the community really is too, I bet.
Oh, the community is the support around here is second to none. Our stadium, they're constantly improving things. Our boosters are great. They give us everything we need, and some stuff that we probably don't even need, but we have. So yeah, we're truly a blessed community here.
All right, let's talk a little bit about last season. Forgot to kind of touch on that. The Rockets were 5-5 a season ago. You guys started hot. You guys were 3-0, and then in the middle of the season, kind of a tough 4-game losing streak as you got into MAC play. What did you learn as a coach, and maybe what the team learned after 2012 finishing 5-5?
We were in a lot of the games. Two of our teams in our league won the state championship, Marion Local and Coldwater. We were in those games. Actually, we were ahead of Marion Local at the half. Our kids played tough. We just could not finish, and that came with the experience. So as we gain experience this year, I think we can hopefully finish the game, finish the play, and that'll help us out.
Yeah, Josh, last season you guys had really close losses to Coldwater and Marion Local. I think that Coldwater game was just a 7-0 final. What did you guys learn as a team, and what did you take from those close losses to those state champions last year?
We just learned that we can play with anybody, and no one is too good for us or anything like that, and just goes to show that the harder we work, we can just get closer to those teams, and because they are defending state champions, so just shows that we can play with them.
Yeah, 2 out of 1 conference, pretty impressive there. Of course, Coldwater in Division 5 and Marion Local in Division 6 last year. Josh, kind of take us through your summer and what you guys have been working on as a team. What's the conditioning been like, and how busy have you guys been around the stadium and in the weightlifting rooms?
We did 3 days a week all summer. We did lifting, and then we started conditioning in June, and we've done that throughout 2 days. So, and then we've lifted all those days too, and the conditioning's been tough, but that's what we need. And
bigger, stronger, faster. That's always the goal, playing in the tough MAC. Coming up this season, Coach, another tough MAC slate here. You guys also have some pretty good non-conference games as well, too. Talk a little about your 2013 schedule and what you think of it coming up.
Lehman's always tough. That's developed into a pretty good rivalry with us. From my understanding, they've changed offenses this year, so I think that'll probably better fit their personnel. Other non-league game is Brookville. Of course, Al Hetrick, the legend, that's his son, who's a head coach down there. So they're always tough, well-coached-up team, hard-nosed kids. And then, of course, you have the MAC grind where you can't take a week off. It's just a brutal schedule, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, the competitive edge that you get. It's
just absolutely crazy in the MAC. Some teams in Division 5, 6, most of them in Division 7 this season. Where are you guys going to be at in terms of a division rank this year coming up? With the new alignment, we are now a 6. Okay, so we were a 5 last year, so we'll be a 6 this year. I believe a couple of the other teams in our league, Versailles, will be a 6 with us. And my understanding was Coldwater moved up to 5. Yeah, Coldwater in 5 still, and then you guys have in 6. The rest of the teams are in 7. Do you think that gives you guys an advantage dropping down into Division 6 from Division 5, or is it just a matter of just winning games and just trying to get in the playoffs that way?
Our first goal is to win games, and you take that week by week, and hopefully we can get to the playoffs, and then our league schedule hopefully prepares us enough to make a decent run once we get there.
Josh, have you guys developed, in the time you've been in Anna Rocket, have you guys developed maybe a big rival in the MAC in terms of football? And if you could, maybe name 1 or 2 of them that you guys you really look forward to that game every single season.
Coldwater is always a big game, just because they've just got the history there, and everyone wants to come out and show what we've got against them.
So probably Coldwater then.
Yeah.
Always a good team, always on top of the MAC every single year. As we mentioned earlier in the segment, Coach, the community has really embraced this football program. The kids, there's just so many kids that come out every year for this team for how small of a community this is. The stands are always packed. It's got to be fun playing in an atmosphere like that every single week.
Oh, it's awesome. Our stands are always packed. People fighting to get in the gates earlier to get their best seats. But the support, again, is second to none. It gets spoiled here. I've been other places where the support hasn't been as great, and this is the best place by far.
Support is always great in the MAC here. Coach Rioch, as we mentioned, not with us here, helping his daughter move off to college. Coach Needles taking his place here. Josh, talk a little bit about Coach Rioch and just how intense he is and just what his practices are like. What kind of coach is he?
He's always intense. There's never a play off. He's always after you, trying to get people better, and he's just always on you no matter what.
He's had a lot of success here for the Anna Rocket football program. Time to take a break here. I want to thank our first 2 guests. We got more along the way here. Just 1 segment in. 2 more to go here with the Anna Rockets, as we'll join them back here next on WOSN. Back here with the Anna Rockets, 2 players joining us now, Nick Ely and Carter Bensman. Carter down there on the other end of the set, both guys receivers and cornerbacks and seniors on this team. Nick, let's start first off with you. As a senior class, what kind of message are you trying to send to the underclassmen, the freshmen, the sophomores, and the juniors? What are you guys hoping to get done as a collective senior group?
We're just trying to show them how Anna football is. We're seniors. We've been through 2 days and it all, and just letting them know that they can get through it and be successful.
All right, Carter, one of those seniors as well, too, a cornerback and receiver on this team. How busy is your school year, not just with the football? I know you play a couple other sports as well, too, don't you?
Yeah.
Just what's the school year like as you get ready to start football here and just kind of carry on? And I bet there's probably no stop for you at all.
Oh, no. I play basketball and baseball as well, so, I'm occupied from 8 in the morning till 5 or 6 at night every night, so it's a grind every day.
On top of that, doing homework as well, too, and doing schoolwork. Yeah. So a busy school year for Carter here and Nick as well, too. As you guys get ready to start another season here of football, let's talk a little about maybe your biggest rival. Josh mentioned Coldwater. Would you guys agree Coldwater's probably your biggest rival in the MAC, and why would they be that?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's always a big game because, they're always tough every year. So, yeah, I'd say that.
Carter, same way too with you
guys?
Yeah,
I'd say with them or probably a Marion because those games are always they're always two of the toughest opponents in the league, and it's always a huge game for us.
Carter, you guys lost to Coldwater 7-0 last season. It was a really close game. Describe that game and just how kind of back and forth it was, and how you guys just couldn't quite break through, but you guys played them really tough.
Well, it was a real rainy game, so that helped us out a little bit because they weren't able to throw the ball around as much, which they like to do. But we could never get it past about our own 30-yard line. We were always stalling out down the end, but they had one big pass play on us, and that's what cost it.
Kind of the difference there. Yeah. 7-0 victory for Coldwater. Anna hoping to have that not happen again this season. 5-5 a season ago. You guys started strong, kind of had a tough losing streak in the middle, and then you guys got a little bit better as the season kind of finished up here. What do you guys have to do to get over that hump, Nick, and win those close games coming up this season?
Coach has been on us all off-season and all 2 days. He keeps on saying 5-5 every time we're grunting or something about conditioning or something like that. So he's always honest about it, make sure that we're not mediocre and like that.
That's really kind of a theme for all of our teams all over Northwest Ohio and West Central Ohio. Carter, how has the conditioning been for you guys, and do you guys feel like you're really in shape and ready to go here for the season in a couple weeks?
Yeah, it's been a lot tougher than normal. Usually we'll get a day off or so, but this year with the shorter amount of 2 days, we'll have about 10 every day's hardest conditionings we do all year, so we never get a day off.
Nick, how many hours a day are you guys here at the practice facility?
Well, we start at 7 and then about 1:30, so yeah, about 5 hours or so.
5 or 6 hours or so here. The guys in the background saying 6 hours. They want
6 hours.
That sound a little better. Some of the juniors here watching, those guys were throwing footballs around earlier on here. They were watching their guys talk up the Anna Rocket football team here. Carter, final question I'll have for you. 5-5 a season ago. Do you think you guys can get back towards the top of the MAC this season?
Yeah, I think we definitely can. We get a lot back this year. We get a lot of our skill players back, and last year our problem was we didn't have any leadership. We didn't have anyone make a big play, and this year that's going to come from us seniors, or a couple of our juniors got to step up and make a big play.
All right, the juniors and seniors hoping for big things again this season here for the Anna Rockets. 5-5 a year ago, hoping to get over that 5-win hump and maybe make a push towards the playoffs in Division 6. Time to take a break here from Anna. When we return, 2 more seniors will join me here right behind Booster Field here at Anna. We'll see you in just a bit. Back here one final time with the Anna Rockets, Travis Greaves and Nick Dosek. Travis right there, and Nick down the other end of the set. 2 more seniors here on this Anna Rocket football team. All the juniors watching right here. Guys, I'm going to kind of put the spotlight on you here. Do you guys think you have a tougher senior class than the juniors, or do you think the juniors are a little bit tougher than you guys are right now?
They have a lot more bigger guys than us.
Okay.
We have a small senior class this year.
Okay, so the guys, size-wise, juniors a little bit bigger than you guys are?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Nick, talk a little bit about the defense this year. You're going to be a safety on this defensive squad. You guys kind of stressing defense first with Coach Needles and everyone?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season. Have a lot coming back on defense. Excited. Get to hit some people, fly around.
Fly around, hit people, that's always a goal. You guys were in a lot of close games last season. Do you think with an improving defense you guys will be able to win some of those close games maybe this season?
Yeah, the experience will help us a bunch. Not having that experience last year kind of hurt us. Not having the leadership come up late.
Okay. Hopefully that'll turn things around for the Anna Rockets as they try and win a couple more games coming up this season. Travis, you'll be playing a little bit of receiver and cornerback. Talk about Josh as your quarterback. He's standing right there watching you, so I'm sure you'll say some nice things about him. But how do you think Josh will do under center this season?
Well, after last year, pretty sure he'll do pretty good at quarterback and everything.
Okay. What skills does he bring? What do you like about him most as a quarterback?
He's more of a throwing quarterback. He's been throwing since he was younger, middle school and everything, so he's pretty decent.
Can we see a lot of maybe more passing out of this year's Anna Rocket team? Will you guys run more? Will it be balanced? What do you think the coaches are stressing this year?
I think we're going to be more spread since we have a lot of skill guys this year.
So more of a spread look on the offensive side here. Nick, the juniors, as we mentioned, pretty big guys, both offensively and defensively on the lines. Is that going to help you guys? I mean, I'm looking at them now, a lot of size it seems like, so it looks like that'll help you guys out this season.
Yeah, if I don't say something good, they're probably going to hurt me later. So, I mean, yeah, they're quite big. A lot bigger than me in the weight room, that's for sure. But they'll help us a bunch, especially our small senior class where we have a bunch of skilled guys, only one lineman.
Okay. So the juniors hoping to do big things on the offensive and defensive lines. The senior guys, the skill guys, the quarterback, receivers, the safeties, all of that. We'll try to do big things for the Anna Rockets as well, too. Guys, who do you open up with? What's your schedule look like the first couple weeks?
Tomorrow's the last day of our 2 days. So then after that, next week, we'll probably start practicing about the normal times, about after school times.
Okay. Nick, who do you guys scrimmage coming up these next few weeks here?
Saturday we scrimmage Goshen, which is quite a ways away, and then
nowhere close.
and then next Friday we scrimmage Dixie. Then we open up with a big rival with Lehman.
Okay, very good. That's the practice schedule there, the scrimmages, and, of course, these Anna Rockets will play in the tough MAC here. That's going to wrap up our segment here. As we take a look at the juniors, they are pumped up for football season. We are as well, too. That wraps it up for the Anna Rockets. I'm Chris Parks. We'll see you next time on WOSN.